Okay, hello everyone. My name is Abdulla-Ali, and this is my presentation. Okay, let me begin. So when you first run the app or run the website, you would first need to log in as per the specifications. So say I'm already a user, I could log in. One, two, three. And then you would get a prompt logged in successfully. That's where you would enter the main page. And then, for example, let's say you're a new user, you want to register. You would hit the register, and as per the specifications, I have it set up to where you need to answer the create your own security questions, create your own username and password. So let's do that. So let's say I believe KJ. Now we set a password, and then I have it where you can set your own security questions. Okay, so let's say here one. I can just keep it at that. What's your favorite color? We'll have it at blue. And then let's say, for example, what's your favorite sport? We'll keep it at soccer. So now essentially what I've done is registered, or I haven't submitted it yet, but I've set up, entered the information to the form. I have the username and the password, and the corresponding 3 security questions and their answers for this user. So after you actually are able to register, you get a prompt, registered successfully. And then you get logged into the home page. And now let's say I go back to log in. And I use that email that I just registered with. I'm able to log in to this page. What else in there? Oh yeah, we also have the forgot password. So, now I should go to the login as first, and then like a normal user. So let's say, for example, you forgot your password. You would hit the forgot password button. This will take you to the forgot password screen. So here you follow the prompt, enter your username. Username was kj@gmail.com, and then whatever security questions that you entered, I'll display it here, and then you have to answer them to move forward or log into the app. Say we're going Michigan. And then it displays the answers are correct if the answers are entered correctly. And now finally to the home page. This is the main page. So let's ask you, what would you like to do? Let's say we want to add a new car to listings. So first you need to enter the corresponding username. You need to enter the corresponding username to fill out for the form, or to insert a car, I'm sorry. kj@gmail.com, and enter the information for your vehicle that you're adding. So let's start with enter your VIN. Okay, we'll do something like this. What should I add? Okay. We'll go 49. And then car make. So now you enter the car make. Let's say it's a Toyota. We'll call it as a Highlander. The year it was created. The year. So 2023. Color of the car. Purple. Car mileage 250. The start date that it's available. The end date that it's available for somebody to rent. Pickup location where you want to meet them, or where can they pick it up. Let's say Southfield. And then how much does it cost to rent the vehicle? Let's say 400. And then it prompts or alerts vehicle was safely added to the listing. And then you go back, you're still on the main screen. But let's say we want to view, or no, let's do another case of inserting another vehicle to the listing. Okay. Let me see. But this time, let's say we don't enter one of the fields earlier here. Let's show you what happens. You have to enter all the information before continuing. Let's say I entered the same model, same VIN. Let's see what happens. Model. And then it's here. So enter these real quickly. And then its price. See what happens. So since this vehicle VIN number has already been added, we can't really add it to the listing. So let's say I want to modify a current listing. Or first let's view. So here. So basically what I did is I heard search or book a car. My idea is to actually like view the vehicle I just entered. So here you can search up based on any field. You don't need to enter all the fields like before. So, but in this case, I want to see the last vehicle I just entered. And then it'll display it here. It's a Toyota Highlander, and that's its VIN, 2023 purple. And this is all my ID for the owner. This is when it's available. And that's with the mileage. Okay. Let's go back to the main page. So we searched for a car. We added a car. Let's modify an existing listing. So what was its color? Let me see the color real quick. Okay, it's purple. So in this case, I'll try to modify the color. So you need to enter the VIN. Let's see the color. Let's set it to gray. And then let's go back to search. Enter the VIN number for the vehicle. And as you can see here, it's gray now. Okay, let's go back to the main screen. So we're able to modify. You're also able to modify the other fields as well. Let's see, modify listing. Search or book a car. Okay, so we search for a vehicle. And now let's book a vehicle. Okay, so first things first, so enter the username and then the VIN. So we were able to enter dates that are that the car is available. So the car is booked successfully. Okay. Let's go back here. And then let's confirm modifications. Enter the username, KJ. And then as you can see, this car has been booked for us. Okay. So we did search, book a car, notifications, make payment. Okay. So again, the user is able to enter their username to view their entire payments or how much they owe. So if they owe correctly, excuse me, if they have a balance, it'll display it. So in this case, 1200 is my current balance. To pay it, you just hit pay now. Error occurred while processing the payment. That's not supposed to happen. One sec. Okay, so my bad for that, but uh we gotta delete. I already deleted it, and to do it over again, 1000 Lexus. Alex. Car year 2009. Car color blue. Car mileage 200. And then set it to the 25th. Pickup location Selfie. Rental price $200. Vehicle safely added. Let's register it. Oh no, not modify. I'm sorry. Let's book it. What was this starting? Car booked successfully. Let's go to the payment. Enter our username. And this is the balance that we owe for that vehicle. Let's make a payment. And now we don't owe anything. Let me see if I'm missing anything. So we made notifications. Oh. Let's see. And then these are the notifications that have been added. Let's remove some of these. Okay. Now moving on to more of the architecture. Okay. So for the user registration authentication, some of the goals were well, registering with email and password and authentication, including 3 security questions when registering, as we saw before. So I applied the singleton pattern to manage the user session. To do this, I created a class. I called it manage session, then created a private static variable to track the occurrence. I made the constructor private and created a static function which calls the structure in the current session. Then at the end of the session, we'll destroy the session. And here is the class diagram for this. And here's the code. And then the car listing and the management. So the goal was the car owners need to be able to list their vehicles for short-term rentals, allowing the input of the information for the vehicle. So the pattern that I applied in this case was the builder pattern. So I applied it. So I first implemented a class called car listing, which acted as the product to be constructed. It had private variables of the car fields. Then implemented the car listing builder class, acted as a builder which is responsible for making the car listing objects. And a build method was implemented for constructing the car listing objects. And then a card listing class had a constructor that accepts card listing builder object. This builder then passed to the constructor. The card listing object properties are then set using the values from the builder. And here is the class diagram for this. So we got the client, class listing builder, and the card listing. And here's some of the code. So for the notification system, I applied the observer pattern. So first, I created a notification which was broken up into creating a subject interface, which defined the operations that the concrete subject needs to implement. Then the observer interface, which defines the operations that concrete observers must implement. Then I created the concrete subject, which I called the notification subject. That class implements the subject interface and maintains a list of observers, which notifies them in changes of state. The concrete observer, which implements the observer interface, and inserts a notification into the database. So here is the class diagram for that. So it's our observer interface, subject interface, notification system, which implements the subject interface, and then the notification subject, which implements the subject interface, and then the notification observer, which implements the observer interface. Then the goal for the searching and the booking, so they need to be able to search available cards based on location, date, or any fields, and renters need to be able to reserve cards for specific periods of time. And as we've seen in the demo, if users are trying to register at like a time that's not available, it'll give you an error. And here's some of the code for that. And then the goal of the payment was just to do the payments. I guess I gotta explain some of the code, or a piece of code. So where do I start? Which one do I do? So should I do? Okay, so I guess I gotta do front end and back end. So this is my register HTML page. So this is the first page that you see when you register. Some page that you see when you register. The user enter. This is the HTML for the actual form of entering those fields presented before that we've seen. And then here's some JavaScript that sends or fetches some data to the backend. So first we fetch as a post method, and we send these from the data that we captured from the user when they enter their fields. And if there was an error, we would log the response. Otherwise, it would pop up registered successfully, and then move them to the card listings page. The register PHP page. So it uses the manage session, which is a singleton which manages the user current session, making sure that they can't log in or not like concurrently. They get user ID, which just gets user ID whenever you enter their username. So this first checks if the username is taken before they register. So first we check the user's database using the username, searching that. Otherwise it's available, so it becomes true. Okay. Then we go into the register. Okay, yeah. So this is the register function. So it takes parameters of the connection, the username, password, and then the data that we received from the post method. Then we do an SQL query. We're inserting it into the database, or insert it into the table, and that's how we do that. This just binds and inserts to the table, and this is where it initially runs. So if the server gets a post method, then we first decode the post, and we put it in the user variable, and then we break down the user what we received from the post method into these variables. This is our connection, which to the database. In this case, my database is the term project. And if it doesn't connect, it's connection failed. If the username is not if the username is taken, then you don't register. Otherwise, you register. Okay. I guess that's all. Thank you so much.